Hey there and welcome back to the channel. I'm not really sure how to start this video off and I've been struggling with it for a while, but I just wanted to essentially sit down and give you a couple life updates because some things have changed and I think that moving forward it's going to really be a positive thing for the channel and for, what you can expect on this channel. I know it's not like necessarily necessary to give a full update, but I thought for those of you who have been around for a while and, just kind of want to know what's going on exactly, that you might find this interesting or just, you might find this good to know. Maybe not, maybe no one will watch this video, but if not, that's okay. I need a vent session, okay? All right, so for any of you who need a little bit of a backstory about who I am and like where I'm from, I'm a registered dietitian. I teach and educate here on YouTube, and I also do kind of all my nutrition services virtually online. I have an online course that I recently launched, and then I also take a select few one-on-one clients as part of my business. So in August 2019, I moved from Southern Illinois, kind of the St. Louis area, to the Denver, Colorado area. I'm not in Denver, but I'm like right outside of Denver in, the mountain area. And really since I've been in Colorado, I have worked about 3 jobs total, if you want to include, Dark Blue Nutrition. I had a full-time job that was remote, 40 hours a week. And then I also do another part-time job, which involves cleaning for an Airbnb. So all sorts of different things pulling me in different directions. And while I felt like really blessed to be in a pretty fortunate situation, I was glad to have a solid income and a nice place to live and be able to just be in Colorado, because that had been my dream for so long. Ever since I first got into undergrad, I had the dream to move to Colorado. So while I was so thankful for all of those opportunities and everything that had happened and led up to that point, I was starting to feel really burnt out. And you can probably imagine that. I think a lot of us are in the same boat of feeling like we have to take on extra jobs to make ends meet. Because, a lot of, unfortunately, the helping professions really just, we don't get paid what we deserve on average. So I had worked about 3 jobs, again, for what year is it now? For about 3 years. And recently with my full-time job, unfortunately, I can't get into a whole lot of details with that, but a lot of things were going on with my full-time job, and there reached a point where I had to make a decision to stay or leave. And long story short, in May, I decided to leave the company that I was working for. And decided to leave makes it sound like I had been planning this for a while. I actually really wasn't planning on leaving my company for quite a while. I was planning on staying and just paying off my student loans and, making things work and just saving. But again, circumstances kind of led for the option/push to quit, and here I am speaking to you. So I decided to quit my full-time job and go full-time with Dark Blue Nutrition instead. Again, I do still kind of do a small side job, but I wouldn't really consider that a ton of solid, predictable income or anything like that. So essentially I am full-time with Dark Blue Nutrition now. So yay! To be honest, I'm feeling a lot of feelings right now, and I've been constantly in and out of freaking out and having a panic attack to feeling super excited and thrilled to just finally be doing what I want to be doing full time. It's really a surreal experience, and I think I honestly don't think I would have done it if it weren't have been for that push from the universe to just do it. As any of you who are also fellow content creators out there, I know some of you are, you can probably resonate with how difficult that feeling is to just like fully believe in yourself, and not just to believe in yourself, but to just have that like moment where you just have to face fear and be like, no, this is better for me. This is better for my situation. And ultimately it might be hard, but I'm gonna make it work. And you know, like transparently, things are not necessarily where I would have hypothetically wanted them to be in my business for me to feel fully confident quitting. But again, I don't think I ever would feel that full sense of comfortability to be able to quit ever. I think I would always just wait for the next step, wait for that next, like, this will be what makes me believe in myself and not have imposter syndrome. Yeah, I think it just would have gone on and on if I wouldn't have had that external push. So anyway, blabbing on and on. Again, this is kind of like a chit chat today. It's not really going to be like thrilling or exciting, but hopefully some of you kind of, you know, resonate or learn something from this. I'm going to give a couple updates on what to expect with Dark Blue Nutrition and what's going on the channel, stuff like that. And then I'll give like a little bit of words of advice, or, you know, yeah, things that I wish I knew when I was beginning this journey, and looking back, maybe, you know, what I wish I could tell my past self. Because you learn a lot from the things that push you, and you learn a lot from things that like make you stare fear in the face. So in terms of Dark Blue Nutrition, I'm kind of, like I said, in a little bit of like a recovery mode. I am posting pretty regularly on things like Instagram, and I am still keeping to 1 video a week on YouTube, just keeping like a normal schedule. But I would still say I'm kind of in that recovery phase of not losing my job, but parting ways with it. It really did feel like kind of like almost like the ending of a relationship, because it was something that was so predictable for me and something that I had come to, you know, I loved my coworkers, I still do, and it was just something that I was really comfortable with, and then that steady paycheck really helped me feel like, okay, I'm okay. But anyway, to what I was saying, I feel like I'm still kind of like not going full force just yet with everything content creation related, and also just like promoting my coaching services and promoting my Mindful Muscles Academy, because I still want to like heal that wound before I like move on and go full force and just, you know, have time to just relax and take care of my mental health too. Because I think that was something that I pushed off for a long time, working 3 different jobs and really just not having time to prioritize myself. So that's, you know, I think right now, as I am filming this video, it's been a month, so I am starting to feel like in that phase of like, okay, I'm ready to rock. I'm kind of getting bored, and I'm ready to go full force. But I don't know, in case you've been like, okay, what the heck have you been doing this whole time, Katie? That's kind of why. So I think in the future of like this channel and everything to expect, I could see myself doing like more than 1 video a week sometime in the near distant future, or finding a way to just offer different types of videos to the channel. I know usually it's like a sit and chat kind of video, and I do love those, and I don't need like all the crazy B-roll all the time when I watch videos, so that's how I make them. But I understand that like not everyone feels the same way, and sometimes people like to watch like a variety of different content. So let me know, and this is important for me to know too, like let me know in the comments below, like what types of things do you enjoy watching from other creators? Do you like the vlog style videos? Do you like reaction style videos? Do you enjoy more videos like this one where it's just kind of candid and not a whole lot of edits, and we're just sitting and chatting over a cup of coffee? Or do you like a mix? Just let me know. I have more flexibility now to, you know, offer more styles of videos, and hopefully maybe more videos more frequently in the future. In terms of my services, I did kind of allude to it, but I am opening up to taking one-on-one clients again. So if you're interested, I will leave details about one-on-one coaching and what that looks like. In addition to, on that page, you'll find an application that you can apply to nutrition coaching. I have all my prices on there too. I like to be really transparent with that because I don't like to waste anyone's time or like make them feel like they have to like go on a discovery call just to learn like what my price is. I always thought that was so silly. So my prices are on there and you can check that out if you're interested in a one-on-one coach. And then something that I have recently launched that again, I am kind of working on relaunching because I feel like my launch was kind of half-assed a little bit and that I didn't really get to, I didn't really get to do it the way I wanted to because I was pulled in so many different directions and I was so exhausted by the time I had finished the curriculum and set everything up that it just didn't feel totally right. So I'm gonna relaunch that pretty soon and offer like a free masterclass and a discount with that to kind of celebrate the new launch of the Mindful Muscles Academy. But if I didn't already say it just now, I launched a course called the Mindful Muscles Academy. And that is all, it's like a self-paced guide to learning mindful eating, learning how to better your nutrition and kind of fuel your body for workouts, exercise, and just better energy. You don't have to be an athlete to join. You don't have to be someone who does like CrossFit or anything crazy. It's literally just mindful eating to fuel the active lifestyle. So I highly encourage all of you to consider, if you love some of the topics on this channel, if you love to learn about how to fuel your body without calorie or macro counting, definitely consider joining the program because I would love to have you. And that is going to be like one of my main focuses in how I, offer more value to the channel, to Dark Blue Nutrition, to my own community, because there is a space where we can all connect and talk with each other and work through problems and keep each other accountable for goals. It's definitely going to be my primary focus. So if you are interested in working with me and maybe you can't afford, 6 to 12 months of coaching because that's really, really expensive, highly recommend joining the Mindful Muscles Academy. I would love to see you there. This isn't just to like promote the Mindful Muscles Academy, but I am really proud of the Mindful Muscles Academy so far. And I also have ideas in mind to film to add to the curriculum. So as I do that, the price may fluctuate, may change. So definitely lock in while you can at the lower price because there's going to be so much more added to it. And I'm really excited about that. But as the value goes up, then the price can change too. So I just want to give that disclaimer there too. So some other things in the works for Dark Blue Nutrition, I am planning some workout and fitness bundles, some yoga bundles and stuff like that. I have a plan for those to kind of, have certain bundles theme around certain topics. So whether it's building strength, mindfulness, or like body image healing, I have kind of like a couple things in the works. I won't out myself on all the things that I have planned, but that is something that is in the works. I also am considering doing some like mindful eating, mindfulness, stress reduction type meditations because I am learning a lot about that in my yoga teacher training. So let me know if that interests you at all. I'm still kind of like a half thought. So yeah, just gauging that interest and gauging what you guys want to see more of. Vote and let me know down below because that helps me know where to focus my time. And one last thing for Dark Blue Nutrition updates, I have a brand new Patreon page. If you guys want to join, in the description box below, I will leave a link to it and you can join between $5 and $25 a month. I am still kind of working on all the details on what each of the membership tiers will include, but I'm thinking something like the $25 membership being live streams or Ask Me Anything Q&As where I get to connect with you guys more. And then the lower tiers maybe offer some like bonus content and or like worksheets and fun things that'll help you on your health and nutrition journey. So let me know again if that interests you. I am just trying to gauge like what to focus my time on, and I have so many different ideas and I'm really excited about it. So y'all have to like help me hone in on what to really like prioritize. All right, well, I thought that I was gonna make this a little bit of a shorter video, but I guess it's gonna be one of those things where it's just a really long one. Sorry about that. But those are the main specific updates for Dark Blue Nutrition. Now on to a couple kind of thoughts and words of wisdom if you are someone who is thinking about going full-time on your creator dream, or if you're a dietitian too and you have the same vision, then hopefully these words of advice and, you know, just candid thoughts will help. Well, they're bullet points, but bullet points with candid thoughts added to them. The first one I kind of alluded to earlier, but you're never gonna feel fully ready. Sometimes it may feel like there's always something that could be better, and it could lead to a better circumstance to, you know, lead you to want to quit. So like, that's what I kept doing in my own journey. I would be like, okay, I'm gonna quit when I have $10,000 saved up. And then I would get that savings saved up, and then I'd be like, maybe like 15, or maybe when I have this much saved up and I do this and I do that. There's really no number, I think, well, I mean, I'm sure there's a number like $1 million, but like there's no solid thing that's gonna make you feel good. You're just gonna have to be uncomfortable, unfortunately, sometimes. I know for one that I hate that, but I do not like to be uncomfortable, and I don't like to jump into the unknown. So I totally get it, but you're never gonna feel 100%. So that's not to say like don't plan for it. I think you definitely should plan for like a number that you want saved up so you can live and like, you know, budget out your money, figure out how much things cost every single month, and then times that by how many months you want to give yourself some wiggle room to actually like, you know, do your thing and do your thing full time. So for me, I have, you know, about 1.5 years, 2 years probably comfortably to pay my bills and live off of that. So that's pretty cozy for me. I'm glad I did that, because if I hadn't have saved any money, I probably would definitely be freaking out way more right now, but you know. Next point that I wrote down is that more educated people tend to be the ones who experience imposter syndrome. So this kind of sucks for us, but have you ever noticed that, like, you know, the keto Kens of the world who don't have any credentialing and don't really have any background in nutrition or anything else health related, they tend to be the confident ones with like undying narcissism. And we who have 4, 6, whatever years of education and maybe like other credentials or certifications, stuff like that, we are the ones that feel more insecure about doing our thing and actually like bestowing our gifts on the world. So just remember that smarter and more educated people tend to be the ones who have the imposter syndrome a lot more. So if that makes you feel any better. Imposter syndrome means I'm smart. The next bullet point is that just remember that every decision that you make in life comes with a risk. So no matter what you do, whether you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you keep your full-time job, there's always inherent risk. Like for me, I kind of thought that my full-time job was the riskless scenario. I felt very confident that I was going to keep that job for a long time and that there was nothing to worry about because I had been a veteran at, you know, the company that I was at. Yeah, I just felt overly comfortable that that was my safety net, when in reality, you don't know everything behind the scenes of whatever company that you work for. So know that like, just because you have a full-time job does not mean that you are just not taking any risks. So hopefully, like, not to scare you, but hopefully that makes you feel better about making that transition if you're considering being an entrepreneur or going kind of a route that everyone tells you is super risky. And again, don't get me wrong, it is a little bit. It is quite a bit, but I think if you're the person who is worried about those things, then you're gonna do what it takes to not get yourself in a bad situation. You're gonna prepare. Oftentimes more anxiety means that you are someone who prepares a lot. So keep that in mind, and hopefully that makes you feel a little bit more at ease when you consider doing something big like this. And then the very last bit of advice I would say for those who are considering doing entrepreneurship is that honestly, I really wish that I would have sought out help earlier on. And that doesn't necessarily mean paying $10,000 for a business coach, but for me, that was getting a course in online business and getting a course in how to do YouTube and getting another course in how to do marketing. And I know that sounds like a lot of courses. I also did a course how to do courses for my course, but I know that sounds like a lot, but think of it like continuing education for school. You know, you take different classes for different things. And I think that's so valuable in this day and age to get help from an expert in the field that you want to learn more about. So I wish I would have invested in courses a lot sooner, and I will leave a link to all the courses that I would recommend for online entrepreneurs, because honestly, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have these courses. I don't think I'd be as far and as comfortable on camera or doing online business stuff without these resources. So I will leave them in a link below. I also recently made an ebook for dietitian entrepreneurs, so if you're interested in that and you are a dietitian specifically, then that might be helpful for you. So I'll also leave that in the link below. 75% of that book applies to most online entrepreneurs, but you know, just a heads up that it is kind of catered to dietitians specifically, but hey, anyone can download it. I promise that it helps if you are a creator who is on social media and online and doing all the things. Well, thank you so much for joining me for this video today. I know it was kind of a long one and maybe not the most exciting one, but I did want you to know what was happening and what was new in life and what to expect, because it just felt weird continuing on without kind of clearing the air and letting you guys in on what's happening in life. So hopefully that helps a little bit. And yeah, that's all for this video. I'm so excited to see what's in store in the future for you and I in this great community. I appreciate you so much, to the moon and back, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.